right, King series. Where are we at this time with the King series? Let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and do a general energy check-in for the King series. You know, I was doing a twin flame energy check-in and it came up as being a divine masculine reading. So I think we'll just see where the King series energy check-in will take us to. Let's see, the Emperor, okay. And the Page of Cups in reverse. All right. And we are going to start off with this Five of Cups and see what's going on. Five of Cups energy right now. Oh gosh, there's just a lot of not so good energy right now when I do the readings for some reason. A lot of tortured, painful energy. So this first card with the Five of Cups, I mean, obviously there's a sense of sadness, disappointment, regret. Somebody could really be feeling the pain of something here, and I think this person misses someone. It's that energy of missing someone, and it's painful to be in the energy that you carry it so long, the yearning to be with someone. It gives off that feeling. So somebody in the King series is probably feeling this way about someone. It just feels like they are feeling a deep sadness, and it pains them to be apart or away from someone. What is the Emperor energy? There's that Five of Cups. Gosh. So an Emperor, masculine energy, could be feeling a sadness here. They could be the ones that are feeling that. But I mean, they are in the upright. So it is a masculine Emperor energy, and they know this is how they're feeling yet. And an Emperor energy and a Page of Wands in reverse, there's not any kind of action towards this. There's not a desire to do anything about it. It's kind of like standing your ground and not doing anything about it. Maybe acting tough also is kind of what I'm getting. So they could be feeling all of this, and yet they probably know something here where it's like, yeah, I could be feeling all this regret. There's nothing I can do about that, and this is what I have to do. So there's a certain kind of knowledge they have. And that's funny because if you look at this, you know, this bird is carrying like a crystal ball. So it's like knowing, having a knowing about the situation, knowing that, you know, they can't or shouldn't attempt anything, and that they just kind of have to stand in their power and deal with it. It's like, deal with it. That's what it's kind of saying. What is the Page of Cups in reverse? Maybe they feel it's like it's not the time to do anything right now. Maybe they feel like they can't really put energy towards it, or they have a lot going on and there's nothing much they can do about their circumstance, or you know, there's just too much going on, and it's like, okay, you know, the Ace of Wands tells me that there is a desire to do something about it. Like there's still like a passion for something here, but I think right now this is somebody that's putting something on hold because they know they can't really take action towards it. And so even despite whatever Five of Cups energy this is, the sadness, the disappointment, the grief, they know they just need to really be strong and kind of stand in their power, because there's not much of a choice. Like they can't really do anything about this, but maybe in time, right? This is something that can be pursued. So that's kind of the energy. I think that this is being presented to us today. It could be just masculine energy right now for the King series. Let's get more. Okay. Oh my. Okay. So funny that the intuition cards falls under the crystal ball. Obviously, King series is a third party situation. Okay, so this masculine King energy, right? I guess, you know, they have been harboring feelings for someone, likely the Queen of Cups. They've had a secret crush on this Queen of Cups probably for a while. They've been an admirer, right? Maybe they didn't expect any of this to happen, but at the same time with the intuition card, I think they had a gut feeling, or maybe even a premonition about this connection that they have. I think somehow they knew that this was where everything would lead to also. But like in a deeper sense, where it's not anything that they could have really avoided. It's one of those, you know that feeling when you know how something might turn out a certain way, but you don't really take stock and you don't even really think about it. It's just a passing thought that you have, and it's an eventuality. It's like that. I mean, honestly, this masculine Emperor King, being in the commitment that they're in with the Queen of Pentacles, I think it's probably very toxic, or there's just a lot of fighting going on, a lot of misunderstanding, and I think they prefer to be alone. They prefer to be alone, isolated. They could be very guarded with their energy. I think they want to be left alone, honestly. I think they don't want to deal with anything that toxic or negative. Again, there's like wistful energy here. It feels like they would like to roll the dice, but at the same time, it's a risk, right? There's an eventuality for that too. I feel like with the roll of the dice and the Ace of Wands card, there's a potential for something like this maybe in time. It's not any kind of present potential. It's like that thing where it's like, oh, one day I'm gonna go to Italy, right? And it's plausible to go to Italy, but circumstances, you know, pending, like, is it really possible, right? It's something like that. It's like a far off potential. And there's also something about the secret crush. Like if they have had these feelings for such a long time, they can continue to carry these feelings for a longer time, right? I don't know. It's like they've known something for a very long time, and they continue to know whatever this is. And maybe they're also just in this energy of knowing that maybe there's going to be an opportunity in the future. Like there's going to be an opportunity to maybe take a risk on this, take a leap of faith. But for now, it does seem like they are not in the energy of trying for anything. They're not in the energy of really doing anything, which is probably the right thing. Because if it is still a third-party situation, then there's not much to do about it, right? There's not much that should be done. It feels like that's also the realization that this Emperor King has anyway. Okay, that seems to be the energy for this Emperor Masculine. Again, supposed to be King Series energy. We're like really focused on the masculine energy, I guess, this week. We're just really looking into whatever is going on with them. You know what I want to get though, and I'm going to do this after I do the tarot card guidance. I want to kind of get the potential love energy for them, but let's do a little bit of guidance here. Yeah, this you know, we got to give this Emperor some credit. I think they know what they're doing. Like this King knows what they're doing. It just seems like they have a realization that this is not the time to be starting anything new. It's not the time to be taking these risks, but there could be an eventuality for it, something like that. Like if something should allow for, maybe then that would be the time, but it's not now. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, it's not time to be making an offer. It's like it's not time to be impulsive and go towards something, right? It's like if you want to go towards something with intention, then it can't be impulsive. It has to actually be right timing and in the good energy and all that stuff. And I think right now it's just a King that's kind of in their feelings. Like they're feeling a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain. They're sad, all these things. And I guess it's just because it's you know, when you know that's how you feel and there's a reason why, and you know what the potential of your fulfillment would be, it kind of makes you feel like, you know, something's missing and you're going to kind of be stuck on that idea, right? I think that's just what this energy is. Because they're also just showing this energy of, yeah, well, you know, I'm going to be able to pursue that in time. You know, I'm going to be able to take that risk when the time comes that it is possible. But for now, it's not, right? And I think it's just knowing that I get the guidance, I guess, is with that very thought, then you know that it is going to be it's going to be a continuous heartbreak. It's going to be a continued pain that this king goes through. And I think they know that. They know that. I guess it's just kind of reinforcing that fact that, you know, if this is how we're choosing to do things, then let's just expect that the pain will still continue. Like that heartbreak that we feel is still going to be very present, right? And they do know that. It shows that they do. I guess it's just, it's like that thing where they just want to they want to jump timelines. Like they want to be at that point where they can just finally be, you know, with who they love, and have that new opportunity, new beginning in love. And it's like they wish they could just skip everything in between, but of course we cannot do that. Life is not, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. And so I guess the guidance here is, you know, just be strong in what you know and how you feel. And since this king emperor is kind of saying, yeah, I actually do know, it's just painful. It's like, I know, but it pains me. And if you have that knowledge, then you just kind of have to trust it and just be strong enough to carry it, I guess. The time will come to explore something for a future that is potentially really desired. I feel like there's potential in a future here, but the time will come when that could be explored. And for now, I think it is an emperor that recognizes when something cannot be, when an opportunity cannot be had. They recognize that. I think they wish that they were either stronger, more confident, or that there was something more within them that they could turn it around and have it be something they can pursue. Like I think that's what they wish. But again, it's better to be honest with yourself and your limitations. It's better to be honest with what you feel is necessary. I mean, you know, you can't force yourself to be something you're not, right? You can't force yourself to think something you don't. You can't force yourself to feel something you don't feel. And I think if this emperor has come to this realization in the way that they have, it's where they need to be right now. Now, the unknown card is here in this particular deck. Everything after this is probably something we're not really supposed to have a clue about, but also that it's in reverse, it tells me it's okay. But maybe take this with a grain of salt, or just be very discerning. What I'm going to say is, we can take the tact also of, when you really want something, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters when you want something. Again, be very discerning. I'm not telling anybody to be impulsive and drastic, but there is that reminder that when you truly desire something, you do everything in your power for it, okay? And you can either view that as temptation or something that you should not do, okay, which is fine. But again, if the decision is, okay, don't take action towards that because that's not something good for you, that's also fine too. It's just, however way we decide to do things is the energy that we will keep contained within us. And so for this emperor, for this king, they are in all this pain. They're in this heartbreak. There's a desire for something better, for something more. And it's like, yeah, you will stand your ground and be this emperor and do what's necessary, but just expect that you're not going to feel that great about it. But I also get the feeling that this emperor is kind of saying, well, that's how I've been anyway. So what is more time in being in that energy? What is that? Like, what's the difference, right? It's like if you were in jail and, you know, you were already serving time and, you know, something happens for you to have to extend your time. It's like, well, what's the difference? I'm already in here, aren't I? It's like that. It feels like that. And so again, there's much desire, I think, for a king to, you know, do something about a situation and have the opportunity to be able to go towards it. But they are also saying, but there's not that opportunity. I can't go towards that yet. And so I guess also it's just to say that if this is meant to be this queen that this king wants to go towards, you know, they will be waiting on the other end if it's really meant to be, and they will have the same passion and attraction to this connection. And so there really shouldn't be anything to be worried about, I guess, right? If that's the way that, if this is the way that this emperor king is choosing to be, then they have to kind of live out what this will potentially be. And then if this queen is on the other end of that, if they are meant to be with them, they will be waiting there. That's kind of what it's saying. So I don't like to encourage filling heads with like delusions and things like that. I would have to say though, for this particular reading, for this particular King series, it would be okay to keep holding on to the connection, it seems, because there's something there. There's something really stable within that despite the circumstances, and it will move forward when it's meant to, and the potential for something more will be there if it's destined to be. Like, that's what I'm really getting. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a king that's already decided to walk away from what they actually want, and if that's like a clear decision, then this king is just going to have to stand by that, right? And I don't know, hope for the best. That's really what I'm seeing. But let me see what the potential is for this connection that they are very, you know, intent on exploring in the future. It's true love. Okay, it's true love. And if it is true love, then this queen is going to be on the other side of that. It's worth waiting for. Stay optimistic. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, I mean, okay. It's encouragement, I think, for this king, this emperor. They seem to know what they're doing. They know that something cannot be right now. They cannot take action towards it. It is true love. It's the romance of a lifetime. Divine timing is at work. And so whatever this is worth waiting for, right? And if that's the energy, it's worth waiting for on this king side and on that queen side. And to stay optimistic, you know, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance and heart-to-heart conversations, you know, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So there's something about when the time comes, honest feelings have to be discussed here. And if I would just have to say, if you guys are in this situation and you're this king and you have this queen on the other side of it, it's like, when you get together, you better talk about it. Like, you waited this long, and all this true love energy, if the opportunity ever does come for that risk or that, you know, leap of faith, something better be done about it. You know, let's not mince words. Let's not waste time. It feels like you did all this waiting, and to get to that point, there better be something that happens for you guys. Like, that's what I want to say. And that's what I have. So hopefully that helps. It does seem like we are more focused on the king for this particular reading in the king series, and we will check in again soon.